For the most part, if you want to see Joseph Hall perform, you have to drive about 6 hours. You got to drive from Omaha down to Branson, Missouri.
But because he has a strong following here, Joseph occasionally makes the trip to Omaha to perform, and that's what's happening on November 1st.
Joseph joins us. Good to see you, Joseph.
Yeah,
I love it when you're here.
Good to see you again.
I love being here.
Yeah.
I love being in Nebraska. You know, I love coming home, seeing friends and family. It's great.
Explain that. Where is home
Lincoln,
for you?
you're from Lincoln?
Lincoln, Nebraska. Yeah. Go Big Red. But yeah, no, my sisters live here, and my wife's family lives here, and in Lincoln, and so it's a lot of fun to go back.
That's
See
awesome.
all the nephews and everybody like that. Yeah.
And you're back in Omaha and Lincoln. You got a couple shows.
Yes.
Let's talk about this first show. There's one coming up in Omaha on the 1st. What's this show?
November 1st, we are going to be at the UNO Strauss Performing Arts Center. It's going to be a huge show. I'm bringing in a friend from the West Coast. His name's Michael Knight. He does a Michael Jackson. So it's
really?
Elvis meets Michael Jackson.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you're going to love it.
That's
Love
great.
it.
You're going to have the band and dancers.
We got dancers and everything going out there, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's on November 1st, so feel free to get tickets. They're available right now. But Joseph, the night before, you'll be in your
Lincoln.
hometown.
Yeah.
What are you doing there on the 31st?
Well, Halloween marks the anniversary day since I started doing Elvis. And
Was that your first show?
yeah,
You did it on
2006.
Halloween?
Yeah,
Okay.
Halloween. Yeah, so it's going to be 8 years.
Wow.
Wow, I know.
That's amazing.
8
Well,
years.
you know what? And we'll show you the details too, in case you're watching sort of on that side of our viewing area and you want to see him in Lincoln instead. But how did you transition from that 8 years ago to this year being the top entertainer in Branson? It's
you
a
know
journey.
what? It was really quite an honor to win the Best Male Entertainer of the Year from the We Are Branson Awards. And it was really cool. You know, we all worked hard together. You know, my band and my staff and my team and everybody put a lot of hard work into this year, and paid off. So
Had you come close to winning that before? Or is
I've come close to it, but we won. I won Best Male Entertainer of the Year, and we also won Best Tribute Show of the Year from We Are Branson. Yeah,
That's
down
awesome.
there. It's awesome.
Our viewers might have also known you from America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Another cool experience
when
for
was
you.
that? It was
All right.
And how does that continue to affect your career?
It's that was
09?
that was
10?
about 20 years ago. No, that was in 2008.
8, yeah.
Yeah, it was the 3rd season, and made it to the top 10, and you can't put a price on national exposure, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me all over the country,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just, and even to this day, you know, people still talk about it, and so it's a really cool feeling. It really is.
Yeah, now you were mentioning you have a band. You said you have a team too.
Yeah.
So how are you bringing this whole band back? Are they coming back to the shows in Omaha and Lincoln?
Yeah,
or?
we're bringing a part of our band, and like I said, it's gonna be huge production, you know, with dancers and Michael Jackson, and it's gonna be really cool. I'm excited. I can't wait for this whole show to.
How did all of this come together? Was it natural? I mean, did it start with people said, "Boy, you really look like Elvis in his prime," or "You sound like him"?
Well, I think how it all started is when I turned 21, my dad took me to Las Vegas, and I got bit by the Elvis bug. You know, it was about that big.
Right, yeah.
And
Oh, I got it.
it was,
We got it.
Yeah, it was about that big. It got me, bam, right
I
down
got
there.
you.
And I started having Elvis fever, and then 2006, Bill Cristile and I did a Halloween show together, and there was a lady there by the name of Linda who owned the Roadhouse in Lincoln, and she said she's a huge Elvis fan, so she said, "Come on down to my bar and have some fun and do your Elvis," and then it just everything just took off from
When
there.
you came back from Vegas, you had to have been impersonating us. So your parents or your dad or somebody said, "Well, you kind of sound like him at some point."
Well,
Right?
you know, it takes it's practice. You know what I mean? And you know, if you would have asked me 10 years ago that I'd be doing Elvis, I probably wouldn't have believed you. You know?
Yeah.
But it's great. I enjoy it. My favorite part about the whole business is the interaction with the audience, and I think it's great.
Do you have a favorite song to perform? And why?
You know what? It is so hard to pick just one song because Elvis had so many great songs. I've always loved Elvis gospel. I think when Elvis sang gospel, I think he sang
From
to
his
your
heart.
soul. Yeah, he
Yeah.
sang it. He sang it right.
Yeah.
And you know, and especially in Branson, people really enjoy the gospel segments. They do.
But then he's also got to move the hips, Joseph.
Oh man, you got to rock and roll, baby.
Hold on a second.
You got to rock and roll.
You know, I play in a band. We were down in Nebraska City, and Joseph was performing that night, and I was standing back before we started playing, watching Joseph. And the older ladies, boy, when he started shaking his hips, they went nuts. I was watching
Are they
these older
battery
guys.
powered,
Oh,
or you
man.
plug them in, or how does it work?
I tell you what, it's all about the beat, man. The beat,
Yeah.
the beat. And but I tell you what, the fans are great, and there's nothing like Elvis fans. And that's the thing about our show is that it's appealing to all ages. You don't
Yeah.
have to be an Elvis fan to come to the show and enjoy it. You know, it's great entertainment all the way around.
And I'll just say thank you for what you do for our veterans too.
tell
You're
you what,
really
do a
great
lot of
about
stuff, yeah.
that. Learn more about Joseph online. It's josephhallelvis.com, and we've got 2 shows coming up. The first in
Halloween.
Lincoln on October 30th. Are you going to dress up? I mean, you encourage the audience to.
Yeah,
I know
man,
you-
dress up, have fun.
Yeah, have some fun with it. And then the next night, Joseph will be in Omaha at the UNO Strauss Performing Arts Center. Get your tickets and learn more online at josephhallelvis.com.
Joseph, good to see you, man. Come back and see us again.
Yeah,
Anytime.
anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, community.